Hey guys, welcome to a new Polymer Clay Friday. Today I'm going to show you how you're going to make a aquarium resin pendant with some polymer clay. It's really easy to make and it's a really cool craft. So first you're going to need a cookie cutter or a candlelight holder, and you're going to roll out your polymer clay in the color you want the bezel of your charm pendant. And I'm going to make a long piece. And I'm gonna fit it around my cookie cutter or around my candlelight holder. Just to make the bezel for baking and so that it's gonna stand up easier. You're gonna slice it off and you're gonna fuse it together. And then I'm gonna make some texture on my polymer clay with my knife, my X-Acto knife. I'm gonna use some eyeshadows just to light up the textures and make it a bit more interesting to look at. And then we're gonna make a little circle of polymer clay, just to make a bezel. Then I'm gonna take some green polymer clay and I'm gonna make some coral for inside my pendant, and you have to make sure that it's not gonna be bigger than your bezel or else it won't fit inside your resin. So it's really easy to make. I'm gonna mix some brown, white and yellow to make the sand, and I'm gonna use a second candle holder to make the same shape for the bottom, so it's going to fit inside our resin piece so it has the same roundings, but you can also eye it a bit. And then I'm going to take some orange polymer clay, and of course I'm going to texturize my coral. And you can also add some chalk pastels. I'm going to take some orange polymer clay and I'm going to make a little goldfish, and I'm going to use the rolling side of my X-Acto knife to make the fins on my fishy, and just attach them very gently because it can really easily rip. You can make the fish look like, you can make the fish take any shape you want. I'm using a needle to texturize my fish to give him some scales. And of course a little black dot for his eye and a little mouthy. Then I'm gonna bake my pieces, and after they're completely cooled down, I'm gonna use this pour-on resin, which I bought here in Europe, and you can buy it anywhere you want. And it has a 1-to-1 consistency. You have to mix it 1-on-1, and it's really, you have to really mix it up. And then I'm gonna let it degas for about 5 minutes. And I'm gonna take a piece of packing tape, which I'm gonna attach my bezel to. And I'm gonna clean off my bezel before pouring in the resin to make sure it really has a waterproof fit. Then just place your bezel on top of your packing tape, and then you're gonna seal it shut. Just go over it with your finger to make sure that there will be no resin leaking out. And afterwards, after your resin is done with curing, you can just take it off. So then I'm just gonna place in my items, and I'm gonna pour in my resin, degas it for 5 minutes, and when all the air bubbles flow up, I'm gonna of course put in some stars and a little shell glitter just to make it a bit interesting. After 5 minutes I'm gonna take a lighter and go on top of my resin to pop my air bubbles, and then it's gonna cure for 24 hours. I also added in some little seed beads to give the illusion of bubbles. So after it's fully cured and my pieces were a bit run out, so I had to take the scissors. I'm going to carefully remove my packing tape. And here is my finished piece. You have a beautiful pendant. You can of course cut off all your excess resin. And I really like how it turned out. You have a little floating aquarium with some bubbles inside. And I really like this idea. It looks really cool as a pendant, and I'm gonna for sure make a lot more. I really hope you like this tutorial. I did my best in translating it for you guys. It was my second resin piece I ever made. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a very nice day. Subscribe to my channel for more English translations of my videos, and bye guys!